Thank you. Yeah, well, we played so hard, and we needed to beat them. I mean, the crowd was great. Tom's teams are so good, and this team really advances the ball probably as fast as anyone in the country. And so overall, I thought we did a good job of getting back. And actually, we had a lot more fast break points than I could have ever imagined in this game. And so much of that had to do with Trey and how our big guys ran the court, especially Javin. Javin has not played to the level that he's capable, and tonight he was a difference maker for us. I thought our big guys did a very, very good job, and we won a tough game. So, any questions?
Coach, you had mentioned on Friday that we might not be a top 5 team now, but we'll just keep going along and keep getting better.
Right.
How much of a stride is this in that progress?
Yeah, well, this is a huge win. That doesn't mean you've arrived, and we're placed in a very difficult situation. Our conference put us in a situation where we'll get back at 4 in the morning, and literally we're in the toughest week of our academic year, the week before exams. 2 of our kids took tests last night here, and we got to go back, and then the next day, Thursday, fly to Blacksburg, and it's really not a good scheduling thing by our conference, and we'll see how our guys react. Obviously, we're real pleased, with the win. Now we got to put that behind us very quickly.
Coach, you mentioned great performance with Javin, but you also saw great performances from all of your veterans, from Jack and Joey. What can you say about that going forward with the team to see the?
No, it's a good point, and Joey has just worked every day. He comes to work every day, and every time he's put in a game, he's done well. In our last game against Winthrop, a lot of people think, well, they're very good. They can be an NCAA team. Joey and Jordan Goldwire were the difference. And, Jack's been just solid. I think he had a couple blocks and 3 steals, and he hit a big 3. So everyone contributed, and we needed to. They're a very deep team. The foul trouble that we had, especially in the first half, kind of can mess you up a little bit, and they hit us with that run right away. And I thought our kids really did a great job after the timeout of regaining poise and get control of the game.
Vernon Carey kind of took over in a spurt after Michigan State kind of pulled within 8. Would you look at that segment from him and his game overall tonight?
Yeah, well, he played a great game. Our guys look for him. And the key for him is he's 9 for 12 from the free throw line. And he missed a couple, like on the break that one, and he could have had over 30 in this game. And our guys look for him, and really for a freshman, especially a big guy, to have that poise in the post is commendable.
One more thought on him. One time he went to defend a ball screen all the way out by your bench, and then he came back and blocked one in the lane in the same sequence.
And then I had to sub him because he was gassed. And but no, he has good. He's not just a big guy. He's a basketball player, and he has really good lateral movement. But playing at this pace, you get tired. So the subbing that we did. We're all 4 of our big guys because Jack was on the perimeter and big. It helped. It helped a lot.
Do you find yourself preparing?
Where are you?
Right. No problem. Right. Thank you.
Sorry.
No problem. Do you find yourself preparing your most recent teams differently than you prepared past teams as it relates to coming to Michigan State?
Well, this is just a different team for us. We don't have that one guy or 2 guys that we've had each year that they can just go and get it. We have to get it together, and we're younger. Our freshmen are younger, and so I've said at the start of the year, this is an old-fashioned team. This is like 15 years ago. where you would hope that they stay together for a few years, because they're gonna, if they stay healthy, they'll continue to develop. I don't know how high they'll develop in this 1 year. We're hoping high, but it very much is a different team. And so as far as our prep, it's not about preparing for Michigan State. It's how that type of team prepares in comparison with Zion and RJ or Tatum or Bagley and Carter. It's a much different preparation, much more attention to detail.
Right, Coach?
Yeah.
In preparing for this game, was there any quote-unquote weaknesses that you felt like you could exploit when going through film or anything like that?
No, I mean, our thing was just to try not to get hurt by their rapid advance of the ball and their rebounding. And we held our own rebounding. And that, I think, was key. And they really didn't get as much. We probably got an equal amount, maybe a little bit more in transition, which I wouldn't have bet on that. Not that I bet, but before the game. So the two things, make them a half-court team and try to hold your own on rebounds. And we did well in those two areas. But they're weak. They don't have weaknesses. They're an outstanding team, and I think when they get their rotation down, they'll even be better. And look, I called Tom a couple weeks ago when all that happened with Cassius, and for a program to go through that and their key player to go through that, you all have handled it really well as a community, as a team, but still, I mean, that's a very, very difficult thing. And so our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. But to me, it looks like you all have really put your arms around them and tried to make it as good as it can possibly be.
Coach, last week you guys struggled a bit with keeping people from scoring in the paint. And tonight you managed to, especially in the first half, slow Michigan State down in that respect. What did your team do differently from last week?
It's just we're not a veteran team, so you're going to see fluctuations, and we're not going to see as much consistency as I would like. But tonight we did. So if we played that way last week, we would have won 2 games instead of 1. But we didn't, because we're learning. We're learning. And the main thing for our guys is they were extremely competitive tonight. Unbelievably competitive tonight. And I'm proud of the fact that they did that.
We have time for a couple more.
The active hands you guys had on defense and the block shots particularly that seemed to take Michigan State out of their rhythm, I guess, what did you see from your defensive guys in that maybe threw them off?
We had block shots and gotten some turnovers. We didn't go into the game thinking we're going to block as many shots or get the steals, but our guys were really tough in making an extra play. Like you were beaten, the team was beaten, but then we weren't. And we had probably about 8 plays like that, where there could have been scores for them, and our kids just made that extra play, and that was superb. That's not coaching. That's what I mean, the competitiveness that they had. They didn't just, they got beat and then they still recovered, which saved the game for us, and saved the game for us, no question.
Coach, right here. Obviously, it's a Super Bowl environment tonight with Draymond's retirement.
Yeah, by the way, I had the honor to coach Draymond in the Olympics, and what an outstanding guy, and so deserving of having that.
You come into arenas like this all the time, and what do you say to your guys? You know, when it's a Super Bowl environment, and 9 times out of 10, you guys come out on the sunny side.
You know, I just tell them, you know, if you want to sing your song, you want to sing it in front of a big audience, and you know, you not only come into our program, but you come into Michigan State's program wanting to play in these type of environments. And I didn't know how our kids would respond. You can want, and then all of a sudden you get, and it can go sideways. But tonight they wanted, they got, and they responded. So cool thing. I'm proud of them for doing that.
Coach, over here to your left, sir. You mentioned calling Tom 3 weeks ago when the tragedy hit, and he talked about how much it meant in the highly competitive world of college basketball. You two have a strong friendship.
Oh, yeah.
Could you please talk about that friendship?
Yeah, well, I admire the heck out of him and Michigan State's program. You know, we have 2 of the best programs in sport, not just in basketball. And, you know, we have it because of the values and standards, the principles that he evokes, and we do too. And it started with Judd too. And so, I mean, Michigan State is the creme de la creme, you know, and we are too. There's not one, but, you know, and when you are that, you have ultimate respect for the guy leading the other group. I know he has that for me, and I have that for him. So, you know, it's, you know, consistent excellence is not easily achieved, and Michigan State has had consistent excellence because of Tom and his amazing staff. I mean, the staff has been together for a long time, and the support. And the support. They have you know, their former players are like our former players. They feel like they're part of the family. And I mean, Tom, it was his 25th year. He's a young whippersnapper, but 40. But when you have that continuity, then those players come back, and there's family. And not many hardly any programs have that. They do, and we do. We're 2 of them. And so that's why we're very, very close.
All right, thanks
All
a
right,
lot.
thank you.
Thanks, Coach.